finally put that stuff down, you realize that's the things that's been holding you back. Those scary thoughts. What if it does? What if it doesn't? What if you were wrong about your fear? What if you have been wasting all this fucking time worrying about things that never are going to be a factor for you and you've held yourself back? What happens what happens if you stopped worrying about that stuff and you just focused on the things that you're supposed to be focusing on? One step at a time, one day at a time, and let that day's learning be enough. And it will compound. And you'll know more than you did yesterday, last week. Do that for a few months. You have no idea how much you know. Think about it before you sat down with the content I shared. You never seen these things before, never heard about it before. And then what you felt that day compared to today. I'm not saying are you making, you know, withdrawals and live account trade. That's not my point in asking you this. But your understanding about the marketplace and more specific, here's where you're supposed to be focusing right now, primarily in the beginning. How are you internalizing it all? Are you feeling less rush to get out there and gamble to find money? Or are you now starting to realize that, if I treat this like a business and I don't gamble and I know what I'm looking for and the opportunities are right there before me and I'm equipped and I have the resources to take advantage of that, man, I can turn this into a profitable business endeavor. There's a shift, there's a paradigm shift that will take place for the people that really are trying to go after it. And the lazy fucks that simply go in here and watch some videos and don't do any work with it, don't back test it, you're going to fail. I'm promising you that. You will never get it. That will never happen for you. You have to go out there and back test. You have to study it. You can't take my word for it. You got to go in there and see if it really is there. Because once you get to that point, you back test and you see it, nothing, no asshat down in Texas, nobody up in New York, nobody in Canada, nobody over in fucking Dubai is going to tell you what you're learning ain't the real market. They'll never, ever, ever be able to convince you otherwise. And once you have that mindset, there's nothing holding you back then because nobody can talk you out of it. You've convinced yourself and you've been the person that's really talking yourself out of it. Well, I might not be good at it. That's a lot of fucking videos, ICT. You got 500 videos. Where do I start? Listen to the very first ones that I've recently put up, most recent one, and you'll hear me talk about what you should be doing. Go backwards from there. And you'll hear me talk about go to Model 2022 mentorship. Start there. It gives you something, hit the ground running. Look at the silver bullet trade and look at the commentary. Whenever I'm sharing commentary, that's where your focus should be. Because if I'm full of shit, you'll see. You'll see it. And it ain't there. I talk about what the market's going to do. I show you exactly where it's going to go, and it delivers. If it doesn't work, you would see evidence that it doesn't work. If people can't make money with it, you wouldn't be seeing everybody coming out of the woodwork right now everywhere. I think just about every funded account company out there has my students in it making withdrawals. How many testimonies do you need to inspire you to stick with it? How many times do you have to see me call the market before it happens and it delivers perfectly before you feel like, yes, this is probably worth investing some more time and energy in, and let me filter all the bullshit. Let me prune my personal life and cut out all the extra weekend garbage that I'm wasting my time and money on. And you might actually get yourself in a position where you are a better person than you are right now. And you probably can't identify it. Maybe you think that you are everything in a bag of chips right now, but you're really toxic and you're ugly because you don't live a lifestyle that shows that. I mean, you're bitter. You snap at everybody publicly. Your friends probably can barely even tolerate you. If you have those tendencies, you have to overcome them because in trading, it magnifies that stuff. And the people that point at everybody else as the reason why they failed, they're living testimonies of what I'm talking about right now. They are going to spend the rest of their life doing that because they're miserable. This industry is a huge mirror. And you look at that mirror and you try to see what you want to see. And you ignore what it's trying to show you about yourself. And the smartest investors and traders are the ones that can identify the flaws and work on overcoming them. And then when you finally get to the point, I have a young lady that's in my mentorship that she had a partner and he left her. They were going to get married and they were planning a life together, and he got good at trading and started making a lot of money and said, you know what, you know, I'm attractive now. Girls like what I'm able to do. And he took that and ran with it in a negative direction. He had somebody that was monogamous. You know, I'm married. I can say this. The lady's beautiful, but because this young man has now a new skill in his mind, before he found that success, she was, I'm sure, beautiful, happy to be with her. But then when you start making that kind of money and it changes you, fundamentally, it changes you. You start thinking that you're better than you really are materialistically. And that's how the enemy gets you. Pride of life, lust of the eye. Those things will creep in. And it did for me when I was 20. And you think that every girl gets to sleep with you now. I'm so good. I got to get everybody the opportunity to sleep with me. And that's what this young man did. What happens if you are not in a relationship right now and you want to be in a relationship, but you're also struggling because it's a one income household for you and things are expensive? I can appreciate how everything's expensive. I got lots of money, but it still shocks me to see how much shit costs. I don't think about it until I think about it in relationship to most of you, because I know you're all trying to do what you can to improve where you are financially. But what happens? What if, okay? What if you put the time in and you build yourself up? Not overnight, it's going to take you some time, but you build yourself up. So now you can afford to be maybe in a different neighborhood, driving a different car, not working in that career that you're in right now that's sucking the life out of you like a vampire. And maybe you start exercising more and get yourself into shape. And then the guy or the gal of your dreams recognizes you now because you're doing things you would have never done. And here's the perfect position to be in. You don't need their income. And they know. Chances are they're probably going to treat you far better because they know that you are a treasure. You're somebody that they don't have to carry. You don't have to expect them to take care of you, pick up the bill, pay for our dinner, all the dates, expense, all those things. You don't have to feel like, oh, I got to take care of this person. Every time we go out, I got to pay the bill. And gentlemen, that's how it's supposed to be. But when a woman knows that she doesn't need that man, you can leave your wallet at home, Sammy. I got it. Let me tell you something. For me, that is absolutely attractive. I love that. I love that in a woman. If a woman can say straight up, I want to be with you, but I don't give a shit about your wallet because I got more. To me, man, that right there, that's a unicorn. And some weaker men would be looking at that thinking, nah, I can't be with somebody like that. Right. Because you're a little bitch. But that's what you want to be able to be, your own independent wealth creating enterprise. And well, a scrub won't even test you. And you're going to attract a different level of man. You're going to attract a different level of woman. You live your life a specific way, a refined way, Not that you're walking around like you're better than everybody else, but you just don't give time. You don't give time for the time wasters, these vampires that will suck the life out of you. What happens if you start living your life like that and you treat your trading like that? This is a conduit that gets you to a level like that. It's easy to feel better about yourself when you have repaired everything that's gone wrong in your life independently. No one has done it for you. Your sense of accomplishment and courage in yourself and self-worth and value go up exponentially. There's no way of describing what it feels like. And I love listening to the testimonies of my students that talk like this. That's what I encourage all of you to do. That's all I'm asking. That's the currency here. That's the exchange here. I'm investing in you. The only thing I want to hear is, what have you done with it? An email, a video testimony where I only watch the video. I have so many of them. And to see the transformations in people's lives. You think it's just money. It's not. It's not money. It's a paradigm shift. See, most everybody that's probably listening to this, you're probably listening to it at your work, or you just came home from work and you're thinking, man, I'm glad it's the weekend, so I got to do that shit for 2 more days. Whereas now you're learning how to become an investor. And while you will love to be able to play on the weekend because you can afford to do a lot more things and your mind won't be racing all the time, worrying about stresses of the world and your career and all that, you'll look forward to Mondays where most people hate it. They hate it. I got to go back to that sweatshop. I got to go back to that fucking slave driver. Carl's going to be there again. That whole thing is just toxic. And I understand there's a lot of people in our community that are professionals and they make money and they make really good money. And they say, oh, I love my job. Let me tell you something. Okay. Given the opportunity to make 5 times your salary of the job that you love, and you ain't got to leave your fucking bed to do it, okay, trust me, you're not going to go to that job. You're not going to go to the job, so save it. I understand that sense of, well, let's be honest, I don't give a fuck. I ain't got time to waste on that. I think it's bullshit. You're just trying to convince yourself that that's the way you go through life right now. No matter how much money you make, how successful you are, everybody given the opportunity to do better than they're doing at their job and not have to be there to do it, they're going to jump on that immediately. If they know that the same skill set that put them in that career, if they just did the things correctly here in this, your upside is unlimited. The upside is absolutely not capped by any salary ceilings. Every job has a salary ceiling. Every job has a salary ceiling in it. It's capped. Where's the limit in what you can earn in trading? I don't know. What is it? What is it for you? Because some of you have a number that you think can't be hit. Who says that? You did. You don't set the rules. You don't set the limitations on how much you or anyone else can make. But we waste our time thinking about these types of things and these what if scenarios and these stupid time wasting concerns. If you would have took that same amount of time that you did all those silly things or watched people that were really not investing in you, they're just showing off. If you would have took that time and invested in yourself and your understanding about what it is that you're trying to discover as a trader for you, what is it that you're looking for? Why are you trying to do it?